Or maybe did you ever think that it's because I do actually love you? Did you ever think of that possibility?
Come off it, Mary.
Why don't you believe me?
Because it's just silly. You know full well why.
Okay, look at the evidence. I never released to the press things that would have interested your fans. I introduced you to the services of my friend J. Edgar, and I stayed in touch. In spite of your obvious preference. Love can be non-sexual, Gareth, especially at our age. It's about companionship.
Stop right there, Mary. What we had was Hollywood love.
You knew some of the most beautiful women and men in the world, and you were a heartthrob. Surely there must have been someone.
I guess I never found the right person. But seriously, Mary, when I needed someone, you were there. And as a friend and Christian, I will be here for you. Whatever comes your way.
So let me get this straight. You are supporting me because I supported you, and not because you believe that what I did was correct.
Good summation.
Do you mean that you agree that the things I wrote in the book, my magazine and newspaper columns, should have been made public?
Mary, understand what I have just said in whichever way you want. Whatever works for you. All I'm saying is that I'll be here.
Whatever works for you.
What's annoyed you now?
When I remember back, what I recall is a not-so-youthful Gareth Hughes, an out-of-work actor, living in an Echo Park hovel who was high on a list of murder suspects. That was the guy whom I, a no-name actress, was willing to pledge my friendship to, and you now have the nerve to say whatever works for you.
I give up. What on God's earth do you want from me?
I need to know that you agree with the things I said.
You don't see any way out of this without causing more damage, do you? I decided to move on with my life. I answered a higher calling.
You mean you decided to continue acting even after the cameras had stopped rolling and the studios had forgotten your number?
I learned to forgive those that had exploited me. Here is my point. By forgiving those people who took advantage of this innocent, I've freed myself from any guilt that you might assume I'd feel. It wasn't all my fault. I learned to forgive myself.
Gareth, you sound like some cheap shrink from the valley churning out platitudes to moaning Mamie from Minnesota, who, by the way, has been screwed by the casting director and is bitching because she never got a call back.
Did that ever happen to you, Mary? Is that the reason for the anger still simmering away under your loud hats?
It's about trying to remain human in a dream factory where everything is an illusion. And that's not easy. There's not a lot of love in Hollywood, Gareth. You know that.
Hallelujah! The lady hath seen the dawn. Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
And now
hallelujah.
he's singing hymns.
Let me explain as clearly as I can. Basically, Mary, you were angry at yourself because you didn't sleep with enough of the right people. You screwed yourself, sweetheart.